Since we are on the topic of cross country, let's talk about rising freshmen and some dark horses to watch and speculate on. I want to see all my freshmen succeed. So these are freshmen or freshwomen whose early performances, high school track credentials, or early season results suggest they might break out. And I'm looking at my notes, guys, because this took me some time to research. Well, let's start with the men. We have Evans Tenu from Arizona. He won the men's 8K at Arizona's Dave Murray Invitational, posting a strong time of 24:22. His high school credentials are very impressive. As a Kenyan U20 under 20 athlete, he ran 13:46 for 5K at altitude and placed fourth in Kenyan U20 trials. He already shows ability to lead a team and step into the big meet pressure. Then you have Brian Nielsen of Arizona, another freshman, which I talked about earlier. At the same meet, he finished second with a time of 24:40 behind Evan, giving Arizona a 1 and 2 freshman punch early on, which was absolutely incredible. Given Bryson's depth, I definitely think he's someone who can push Evan and serve as a sleeper notch in the freshman class. Most definitely, I agree with my assessment there. An honorable mention goes to Joe Barrett of North Carolina, also a freshman. In his collegiate debut, Barrett ran a 17:58 and was the first collegiate runner to cross the line in his race. That earned him ACC Freshman of the Week honors. So congratulations, Joe Barrett out there. I believe if he can maintain consistency and keep on driving, he's gonna be a regional threat to cross country. Let's talk about women. We have Jane Hedengren, BYU freshman incoming. Jane arrives with extremely high expectations. In high school, she broke multiple national records in the mile, 2 mile, 5,000 meters. I don't know how these ladies do it. Like, they got bone density as strong as Supergirl out there. And Jane was named the 2025 Gatorade National Player of the Year. BYU highlights her via Nike campaigns and internal promotions, which means that she's going to be seeing a lot of sweet NIL deals get thrown her way. She's already being treated as a franchise level recruit in distance running circles. The question is how well she transitions to college cross country, handles race loads, and matches up to older, more seasoned runners. I think if she just stays in her lane and really does her thing, similar to Parker Valby or Florida, Jane could be unstoppable. Now, one big thing just being coachable. As a freshman, you may want to think about doing things your own way. But if you have a good coach, just listen to your coach. All right. Who do we have for the women as well? We have Praise Chepkemboi. I'm sorry, guys. The last name is so complicated. Chepkemboi. There we go. Freshman Arizona. In the women's Dave Murray Invitational, Praise led Arizona among freshmen by finishing second overall. 6K, you had approximately 22:07. That early performance shows she's ready to contribute not just in supporting roles, but as a contender in big meets. And I gotta throw in Amelia North and Hailey Puklin of Arizona, freshmen. These freshmen are part of Arizona's opening roster, and with proven team depth could surprise in later meets. So I'd watch out for all these four ladies. And I'm pretty early talking to them because I look at things 4 to 5 years ahead. One of these ladies is gonna be a star, and the rest might think of what alternative career they want to really be involved in. So it's gonna be interesting in how these next 3 years or 2 years develop if they are a super senior by the time I'm in my third year. Now let's talk about hidden sleepers under the radar names. Now I did a lot of research, guys, so please give me a thumbs up on this one because this was hard. We had hidden sleepers, and folks, I want to discuss that's under the radar. These are not necessarily freshmen, but runners who may not yet have the spotlight, yet have potential to break out. Surprise or post-stealth upsets. We got Natalie Milo, women, Division 2. Yes, lower division. That's how much I do research on. Now, if she's a freshman or sophomore based on credits, I don't care. But let's recap the role here. In flow track recap, Natalie is named among freshmen likely to play a role in her team's Division II campaign. Then you have Coastal's freshman core, men and women of the Sun Belt. Coastal's cross-country preview mentions their roster features 8 athletes, with 5 being freshmen. Although no names are spotlighted yet, this suggests the coaching staff expected young talent to emerge, so watch out for Coastal's freshman core. Another set you should be watching is Faith Kiplimo, yes, of Salem State, CIAA women. In the CIAA, Kiplimo already earned Run of the Week honors early in the season. She forms a potential 1 and 2 punch with veteran Irene Jibto. Then you have Ava Milner, yes, of Salmon State, freshman, also in the CIAA. Milner placed second in the Blue Bear Invitational and earned early season honors, showing she may challenge established names in the conference. Then you have Charlie Blackmer, sophomore, up and coming sleeper. While not a freshman, Blackmer showed impressive versatility on the track, talking about the 800 meters, the mile, and posted solid grasp performances. If he continues improving on the longer cross-country distances, he could surprise in his conference. Now, I just threw out a lot of names, guys. It doesn't mean that I'm correct or I'm wrong, but it gives you some thoughts of who might be some really key freshmen to watch today as cross-country develops. Let me know who your favorite picks are. I probably don't know what I'm talking about through my research here and all the names that I've spit out. You might know something. So let's keep this relationship open and dialogue. And if you have any athlete that you want me to highlight and talk about, I don't mind talking about them in depth and looking at how their career stints in high school and how they performed. I don't mind doing that. That's the fun part of my research, is doing this type of podcast, because I love to run and hopefully my knees and legs don't give out. But when you love track and field, you love track and field. All right, I'm going to go. Have a great day. Bye.